one just fell right out. So I guess that's the one. I love cringing. It's my favorite. This freaking cover. I'm so excited for this book. I think about picking this book up every single day. Hello everybody, my name's Carrie. Welcome back to my bookish channel. I am positive that you are looking at the title to this video right now and thinking to yourself, Carrie, didn't you just post your November TBR? And the answer to that question is yes, I did actually just post my November TBR, but I did post it a little bit late, and I am currently working on a fun video that I'm very excited about, but unfortunately it's not going to be ready to post on time next Sunday. So here we are. We're going to be doing our December TBR, and not going to lie, I am stoked to pick this TBR because December is kind of my favorite month. I love Christmas. Not that any of my books have anything to do with Christmas, but the holiday season is a fantastic time to do more of the things that you love. And I love reading. So I'm really excited to kind of plan out what I'm gonna potentially be reading this month. Let's get to it. I have my handy TBR jar. If you're not familiar with this guy, basically I have a bunch of prompts in here. I am going to blindly choose a prompt out of this TBR jar, and based off of that prompt, I am going to pick a book off of my TBR card. Last month, the month of November, I only picked 4 books for my TBR, and already I am almost finished with it. So I think I'm gonna go with 6, like I usually do. I think that I need to give myself a little bit more credit because I can finish at least 6 books in a month, in a typical month. So we're gonna choose 6 books, and I'm very excited to see what they're gonna be. I'm actually kind of scared. I have no clue what these prompts are, and in all honesty, when I wrote these prompts, I did not go easy on myself. I wrote down some things that would put me out of my comfort zone for sure. Okay, first prompt. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of writing on it. Can you read that? Oh, it's upside down. A book by an author whose first initial is the same as yours. I wasn't even filming that. Oh my gosh. I stopped my video because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't accidentally filming in slow-mo, and I never started filming again. So, I picked my first book. You guys saw the prompt. Let me show it to you again. But the first prompt was a book by an author whose first initial is the same as yours. I went through and only 3 books had an author with a name that starts with C. It was Chloe Gong, Cassandra Clare, and Kate Jacobs, and decided on City of Bones by Cassandra Clare just because it is going to be a nostalgic fun read for me. And to me, the holidays is a time of nostalgia and just remembering your childhood. I did read the blurb. I'm not going to do it again because honestly, everybody knows about this book. It has been around for so very long and recently has seen kind of a resurgence in popularity. So most of us know what this book is about. Basically, a normal human girl suddenly enters into this shadow hunter world where these people called shadow hunters basically keep these paranormal beings at bay. And Clary's not supposed to be a shadow hunter, but all of a sudden can see all these paranormal beings. Chaos unfolds from there. Okay? We're not even going to talk about the weird freaking reveal that is at the end of this book. I know it's coming. I don't want to talk about it, okay? It makes me cringe every single time I think about it, but here we are. We're going to read it anyways. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love cringing. It's my favorite. Okay, prompt number 2. A book over 400 pages. This is not going to be hard. There's a lot of options to choose from, in all honesty. I feel like the majority of the books on my TBR cart are over 400 pages. I'm just going to pick out a few that I have been thinking about reading lately and see if those hit the mark. 409, just barely, but we made it. I'm feeling very picky right now. Okay. 2 books that I want to read. Both are for sure over 400 pages. The first one is Light Lark by Alex Astor. I said Lauren Astor in one of my recent videos, so very sorry, Alex Astor. Did not mean to mess up your name. Okay, so Lightlark. This book intrigues me. I've heard a lot of things about this book, a lot of good things. I feel like it's probably not going to be the best book in the entire world, but it's going to have a lot of tropes and plot points that I really enjoy. But I also know, just from watching other people read the series, that there is a love triangle in this series that lasts for multiple books, and at the point of book 4 still has not been resolved. And I don't know if that's going to irritate me or not. It could. I don't love a love triangle typically, but who knows. That is an option. And then we have Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. This book is definitely a book that I'm so very excited for. It's On My Tongue Before the End. It's by an author that I know and love. So I know that I'm really going to like this story. Although I will say I don't want to have too high of hopes, but I just know that I'm going to like the story. And honestly, I want to get it off my TBR cart, not because it's taking up too much space, but because I want to display this freaking cover on my bookshelf. It's so beautiful. It's just so very pretty. And so I want it to be on my bookshelf so badly. The only reason that I would pick Lightlark over Wild Reverence is just because I've had Lightlark on my physical TBR for a lot longer, and I got Wild Reverence within the past 2 months. I don't only want to read books that I'm buying now. I want to also read some of my older books, but I don't know. It's gotta be Wild Reverence. In all honesty, I am just so excited to read this. I'm gonna read the blurb for this guy. Born in the firelit domain of the Underrealm, Matilda is the youngest goddess of her clan. Blessed with humble messenger magic, she uses to carry words and letters through the realms. But the gods will kill for power, and Matilda holds a secret she must hide from even her dearest allies. There is a mortal who dreams of her, though they have never met in the waking world. 10 years ago, Vincent of Becket wrote to Matilda on the darkest night of his life, begging the goddess he befriended in dreams to help him. His request went unanswered, and Vincent became a hardened, irreverent lord of the river who has long forgotten Matilda, until she comes tumbling into his bedroom window with a letter for him. Matilda and Vincent were fated to find each other beyond dreams, but to rewrite the blood-soaked ways of the gods, Matilda will have to face something she fears even more than losing her magic. Finally, allowing herself to be loved. The one thing that I know to be true about Rebecca Ross is that she will rip my heart out every time. So we're so excited for this. For our second book on the December TBR, we're doing Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. Let's try to speed through the next 4 prompts. Oh, I saw this. My bad. Okay, now time for you to see it. A YA book. I'm pretty sure Lightlark is YA. So I'm going to just keep that one off. Actually, I have a lot of YA. The Naturals is definitely YA. I think that I'm going to pick The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I feel like this is just going to be a quick, fun, easy read. I know a lot of people love this series, and I don't want to end up with a TBR that's entirely fantasy romance and romantasy. So I think I'm going to pick this one just as a nice, fun little read between some serious books, maybe after Wild Reverence, honestly. Cold cases are about to get hot. Oh my gosh, what a line. 17-year-old Cassie Hobbs is a natural at reading people. Piecing together the tiniest details, she can tell you who you are and what you want. But it's not a skill that she's ever taken seriously. That is, until the FBI comes knocking. They've begun a classified program that uses exceptional teenagers to crack infamous cold cases, and they need Cassie. What Cassie doesn't realize is that there's more at risk than a few unsolved homicides, especially when she's sent to live with a group of teens whose gifts are as unusual as her own. Soon, it becomes clear that no one in the Naturals program is what they seem, and when a new killer strikes, danger looms close. Caught in a lethal game of cat and mouse with a killer, the Naturals are going to have to use all of their gifts just to survive. Sounds fun! I read the Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes and made the decision to most likely not continue the series just because I've heard that it doesn't really get any better after the first book. And I feel like I liked the story of the first book. It was fine. I just don't feel compelled to continue with the story. So I'm definitely interested to see what I think of this series, especially in comparison to that other one. I do feel that I've heard that this one is better overall than the other series. Hopefully I feel the same. Okay, book 3 on the December TBR, The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Book 4. I definitely picked this one last month, so I must have accidentally put this prompt back in. Whatever. There are 1,000 pink books. There aren't, actually. But I definitely have other pink options, so I'm going to choose one of those for sure. Surprisingly, I do not have a ton of pink books. I'm going to have to pick out the same ones that I did last time. Not going to lie, I already know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go for it. Crimson River by Devony Perry. I always need at least one romance on my TBR, especially if it's available to read on my Kindle, because I just need that. That's what I need in my life. When I start to dread reading, or I just do not feel like I want to put the effort in that reading sometimes requires, especially when I'm filming things too, I always go for my fun little romance treat that I have on my TBR, and this gets me through. So we're going for Crimson River by Devony Perry. This is going to be our fun little romance book for the December TBR. This is the second to last one in an interconnected standalone series that follows basically the Eden siblings as they find romantic partners. The Eden family is kind of like this small town royalty family in Montana, Quincy, Montana, which adorable. These books tend to have some pretty good seasonal vibes, so I'm really hoping that this one is set during the winter time because we're heading into Christmas, obviously. This one follows Lila. She is the owner of a coffee shop in Quincy, Montana, one of the Eden siblings. She is a crazy workaholic, and so her siblings kick her out of her coffee shop and tell her to take some freaking time off. While she's taking some time off, she stumbles across a man washing blood off of his hands in a stream and ends up teaming up with an investigator to find out what was happening. Obviously, there's gonna be a thing between this investigator and Lila. The one thing that I love about all of these books is that they have some sort of mystery or suspense element in each book. The first one, I feel, had the most mystery, but I have heard that this one, Crimson River, out of all of them, actually has the most of a mystery element to it. So I've been really excited to pick this one up. I just have had a lot of other great books to read, so I haven't yet, but I'm thrilled to finally be able to get to this guy. Wow, we already have 4 books. We're doing good. We're making our way through here. Okay, prompt number 5. I feel like let's just be decisive, you know? Let's not waffle. Let's just be decisive. I feel like I stick my hand in there and I like wiggle it around, and then I always just end up choosing the prompt on top. I feel like it's just all theatrics, but for my own benefit, not for anybody else's, because you guys can't really see what I'm doing in there. Okay, prompt number 5. Upside down again. Prompt number 5. A book under 400 pages. I mean, I know exactly what I'm gonna pick. Oh my god, this has got to be so uninteresting for you guys. I will say it's kind of funny that I got over 400 pages and under 400 pages in the exact same TBR. So, I don't know, that's kind of fun. But what's not very fun is that I know exactly what book I'm picking. Perfect. 390 pages. 10 pages under. Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I'm so excited for this book. I think about picking this book up every single day. Do not be surprised if I actually end up picking this book up before December. I've definitely talked about this one a ton. It says, in a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the Descended, their cruel magical offspring, DM Bellator, yearns to escape her poor village. Her mother's sudden disappearance and the discovery of a dangerous secret about her past offer DM an unexpected opportunity to enter the dark world of descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. With the dying king's handsome, enigmatic heir watching her every move and a ruthless rebel alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war, DM will have to navigate the unwritten rules of love, power, and politics in order to save her family and all of mortal kind. This is giving classic romantasy vibes. We've got people with magic who are seen as a higher class than the regular old mortals, a kind of powerless mortal girl who is having to just navigate this kingdom, secrets, I'm sure political alliances. I'm hoping there's some court life aspects and maybe a good old-fashioned ball. I think this is going to be everything that I love about the romantasy genre, so I'm very excited. Hopefully a new all-time favorite book. Book 5 on the December TBR, we've got Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. It is time for prompt 6, our very last prompt. I have had so many really good picks so far, so I'm hoping to end on a very high note. So let's see what we get. Oh, one just fell right out. So I guess that's the one. I'm not gonna look. Is it upside down? What does it say? A book on Kindle Unlimited. I already have 2 books on there that I know are also on Kindle Unlimited, so definitely could have picked those. There are a lot of good options on here, though. I don't know exactly what I want to pick for this one, though, which is probably good because I feel that my last 2 or 3 prompts I've been very decisive, and that has been absolutely no fun. Should I grab my Kindle and see if there's anything on there that I have saved that I don't actually have on this cart? Or should I just go for things that are on the cart? Okay, I have my Kindle. I'm gonna see what I have on here that sounds fun to read. I have an idea. Hear me out. I'm thinking that I will do Christmas in Quincy. You can't see this. I'll pop it up on screen. Christmas in Quincy by Devaney Perry. This is a book that ties in with the Eden series that I was talking about earlier. It is obviously Christmas themed, which is gonna be perfect for December, because obviously it's Christmas. So what other month would I read it in? Literally none of them. The Eden series has been basically my favorite romance series that I've read thus far. I would say that the Eden series single-handedly got me interested in contemporary romance, so I have a really big soft spot for it. I have known about the book Christmas in Quincy for a little while. It's technically not part of the Eden series, but obviously set in the same town, Quincy, Montana, that the rest of the books are set in. And just the references of Christmas in the other books have already been so magical. So I feel that an entire book of just those magical Christmas vibes would be fantastic. I'm also pretty sure it's very short. The books in the Eden series usually are like 300-ish pages, and I think that Christmas in Quincy is even shorter, so it'll be great, especially since I have some longer books on my TBR already this month. Our 6th and final book on the December TBR is going to be Christmas in Quincy by Devaney Perry. So to go through all the books that I ended up picking for my December TBR, let's see, what was the first one? I don't remember exactly the order, so I'm just going to go in absolutely no particular order, but for a pink book, I ended up picking Crimson River by Devaney Perry. For a YA book, I ended up picking The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. For a book under 400 pages, I picked Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. For a book over 400 pages, I picked Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. For a book by an author whose first initial is the same as yours, I picked City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. And for a book on Kindle Unlimited, I picked Christmas in Quincy by Devaney Perry. So that's going to be it for my December TBR. I hope you had a really great time watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I post bookish videos every Sunday. So subscribe if you want to have some more fun, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!